This is Dr. Marie Mason, and I would like to use for a subject this morning, worry doesn't live here anymore. Howard Hughes was a rich man who worried about everything. He was afraid that germs would kill him. He worried that he would be robbed. Hughes insisted on using tissues to pick up objects to insulate himself from germs. He would also notice dust and stains or other imperfections on people's clothes and demand that they take care of them. The worst thing a person can do is spend his or her life worrying. We struggle with trying to find the best home. We deal with aging, and we wrestle to find the best job to meet our needs. And we strive to placate our boss while pleasing our spouse at the same time. And there's the demand of running a business and several other things for our lives, all of which lead to what? Worry and stress. Stress is real, no matter how we try to avoid or deny it. And the Bible has a lot to say about stress. If you return to Exodus 18th chapter, verses 14 through 26, and we'll talk a little bit about Moses. Moses, because of the heavy workload, his life became stressful. But Moses' father-in-law offered a solution and advised him to divide the road. It reads like this: when his father-in-law Jethro saw all that Moses was doing for the people, he said, "What is this you're doing for the people? Why do you alone sit as judge, while all these people stand around you from morning till evening?" Moses answered him, "Because the people come to me to seek God's will. Whenever they have a dispute, it is brought to me, and I decide between the parties and inform them of God's decrees and instructions." Moses' father-in-law replied, "What you are doing is not good. You and these people who come to you will only wear yourselves out. The work is too heavy for you. You cannot handle it alone. Listen now to me, and I will give you some advice, and may God be with you. You must be the people's representatives before God and bring their disputes to him. Teach them his decrees and instructions, and show them the way they are to live and how they are to behave. But select capable men from all the people, men who fear God, trustworthy men who hate dishonest gain, and appoint them as officials over thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. Have them serve as judges for the people at all times, but have them bring every difficult case to you. The simple cases they can decide themselves. That will make your load lighter, because they will share it with you. If you do this, and God so commands, you will be able to stand the strain, and all these people will go home satisfied." Moses listened to his father-in-law and did everything he said. He chose capable men from all Israel and made them leaders of the people, officials over thousands, hundreds, fifties, and tens. They served as judges for the people at all times. The difficult cases they brought to Moses, but the simple ones they decided themselves. Stress, as it did with Moses, will leave you less effective as you would like to be. God has the answer to worry and stress. The Bible tells us in Matthew the 6th chapter, verses 25 through 34, that therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the field grow? They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, Will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. God has promised to provide for us. So why are we worrying and fretting about the things of the world? Why are we losing sleep when we can stand firm on the promises of God? Don't be solicitous for tomorrow, the job you will have next year, or what will happen when you're old. 1 John 4:4 says, you dear children are from God and have overcome them, because the one in you is greater than the one who is in the world. We can say goodbye to worry because we're overcomers. Worry doesn't live here anymore.